everybody. So when it comes to food videos on social media, one of the most popular places to go for inspiration these days, of course, is TikTok. So from those gooey cheese pulls to getting the latest trending celeb recipe, our next Canadian social media star has figured out the ingredients for success on the platform.
Millions of her fans tune in every day to see all the delicious things she makes. So welcome to the show, Jamie Mills. Hello.
Thank you. So we're going to dive into your journey, and we're going to start with the fact that we're going to recreate perhaps one of your most viral videos of all time. It was from last year, the Jennifer Aniston salad. This video that you made got 24 million views on TikTok.
Yes.
It looks easy, so tell us how we're going to recreate it.
So the first thing we're gonna do is add a bit of our dressing to this bowl we have right here.
What's that dressing?
So this is just olive oil, lemon juice, salt, and pepper.
Love it.
Very
Okay,
basic
simple.
vinaigrette.
Okay.
And then you guys are gonna chop the ingredients that are in front of you.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna add it in as we go. So we
Okay.
got some cucumber, parsley, mint. We got some chopped walnuts, feta, chickpeas, and you're just gonna layer. Think about social media. We want everything to look visually beautiful.
Do we do
love
anything
that.
with the quinoa for now or not?
So I like to add the quinoa in right away because I like it to absorb in the dressing.
Oh, I
Sometimes
like this
quinoa
idea.
can be a little bit bland.
We're gonna dump it?
We're gonna dump it right in. And then that's why we're gonna save this once we dump this bowl into the other big bowl.
Okay, I
But
love it.
just so you guys know, Jennifer Aniston supposedly ate this on the set of Friends for 10 years straight.
Wow.
So, I mean, actually, I'm just a little bit lying. She debunked it, but that was my tagline in
But
getting
that's
this
what
to
a
go
lot of people
viral.
believe.
Yes.
That's what a lot of people believe for a long time.
Exactly. So once you guys are done chopping, we can give it a little bit of a mix. We're gonna add all of our ingredients, and we want everything to look super beautiful because we're thinking about social media
So
here.
we just dump
Okay,
it
just
all
dump in that we're
Okay.
doing.
Dump it all in.
While we're cooking here, making our salad, so
doing
it
this?
turns out that your career that you were in prior to this, you were in teaching, and I want to know, as also a former teacher, how did you leave education and then jump after this viral video? How do you make the leap from teaching, making a viral video on TikTok, and then poof, a whole new career online? How does that happen?
So it's been a 7 to 8 year journey. I started off as a teacher, but I mean, I've always been obsessed with food. I was eating club sandwiches with extra bacon and extra mayo since I was 4 years old. My parents were like, who is this child? Like, what is she doing? And so my family we've always been obsessed with food. I went to McGill for education. I became obsessed with the food culture there. And then I moved back home, substitute taught, and I went to U of T, and I just started creating, content and posting it on my blog, Everything Delish. At this time, social media wasn't really a big thing, and I went out and I posted cheesecake on a stick. And it's from Heirloom Toronto, and this got hundreds of millions of views, and it went crazy viral, and I saw my social media really take off.
So how do you go from like one viral video to like making a career shift?
So at that time, that's when all these brands started reaching out, and I was like, wow, I really think that I may have something here. And I approached my family and I'm like, hey, I think I'm gonna give this, blogging thing a try. And for 3 years, I gained a big audience, but then the pandemic hit. I lost all of my followers. I'm sorry, not followers. I lost all my brand partnerships.
Yeah.
And I lost my press trips and going into restaurants. And I was extremely anxious just from, the state of the world, the news and everything. And I was like, I'm gonna combine two of my favorite things, content creation and food. I joined TikTok, and now 2.5 years later, with over 3.5 million followers across my social media page, it's been an incredible, incredible journey.
I'm just doing this. Is
You're
that
doing
okay?
amazing.
Is there a layer?
Yeah.
I don't think yours looks very good.
So what do you mean?
But I'm gonna
Are you
not
salad
judge.
shaming
Here,
us?
let me help you here.
Wow.
You guys are doing great.
Just to be clear, we had the quinoa in there, and then we chopped up our mint and our cucumbers. We layered that in, and then there's chickpeas, there's chopped red onion, and what's this cheese?
This is feta.
Feta cheese, and I think I chopped it. Did I chop up some parsley?
There's
Is that
walnut
parsley?
as well.
did-
There's
yep.
parsley and walnut.
Yeah, for sure, the
Chopped
walnuts. frozen.
some
So
parsley.
that's all in here.
Yeah, it's all in
got it.
there. That's all in there.
Okay, so what's the next step?
So the next step is once we have all of our ingredients in, we're actually gonna dump it into the bowl.
Okay, we'll dump it into the bowl.
And look, see, so now the dressing absorbed the quinoa. We got everything looking beautiful in our bowl. And then you're gonna take the other half of our salad dressing and we're gonna add that on top.
I want to do the effect.
Smells
try to
so
do the effect.
good.
You're doing great.
I didn't do it. I don't know how you made it look so smooth.
You did a good job. It's a little like flip and hand action.
All
Like
right.
you guys are doing awesome. It looks beautiful.
Mel went so fast through this because she's hungry. She's so hungry, and I agree. I can't wait to try this.
Okay, so Jamie, you say that even now you sometimes question whether or not like you deserve to be in this space. I mean, for like, why? Why are you questioning that?
I think imposter syndrome is a really important thing that we need to talk about more so. I think that there's so many times that people believe that we actually don't deserve to be where we are. And I think that with social media comes a lot of burnout, and I'm super lucky that I have so much support from my husband, from my family, from my friends and the community. But there are times where I'm like, why are people gonna make my recipes? And then I see, thousands of people tagging me in my recipes that I make. I get these most amazing messages from my audience being like, you reinvented the spark between my husband and I. We got back into the kitchen and you gave us an activity and something to do, and it's from making your recipes. And then I remind myself, I save every single one of these messages, and I'm like, I do deserve to be here.
Yeah.
And I think it's so important to note that, we all have these thoughts.
Well, we're about to love this salad. Let's dig in. And if you had any advice for foodies who are watching who kind of want to, think about the same career path, what would you say?
I would say that you need to be your authentic self. I think especially with social media, authenticity is key. You need to do what you genuinely love. And that's from creating recipes that you like with ingredients that you actually use. Everything that I do is relatable, accessible, and simple because that's the type of person I am. And so I really believe, do what you love, you will succeed, be your authentic self, and everything else will come the way it's supposed to.
You know
so
what?
good.
If Jennifer Aniston doesn't want to claim it, let's give it to you. This is the
Oh my-
Jamie Mills
thank-
salad
thank
now.
you.
Fantastic salad.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jamie, listen, I think a lot of people are just really inspired by your success and that big leap. What's that saying? Jump and the net will appear, and it seemed to have worked for you. So
Thanks
thanks
you.
for sharing your story with us. It's really fascinating.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey there! Wasn't that great? Do you know where you can find some equally good content? Our YouTube page. It's filled with discussions, debates, and some laughs. Head there now, like and subscribe.